Hi, I'm Elizabeth Black. My husband and I run your neighborhood Christmas tree farm in Boulder, Colorado. The plains of Colorado's Front Range are not great tree growing country. We had to learn several tricks to help seedling trees survive the hot, dry summers and harsh winters at our mile-high Christmas tree farm. First, we carefully choose the species we plant. Tree species from maritime areas have generally not done as well here as species from the interior or arid regions of the country. CSU Extension has several excellent fact sheets on the web covering recommended tree species and windbreaks for the Front Range. Next, we plant only potted trees in the field. The bare root stock we first planted many years ago directly into our field had very low survival rates. Now we plant new seedling stock first into 1-gallon pots using a homemade soil mix with a fertilizer tablet. We water and fertilize the potted seedlings regularly and keep them in a protected, semi-shaded location. They put on good top and root growth and are ready for a challenging field environment a year later. We also maximize soil moisture for our newly planted field trees by covering the soil around each seedling with landscape fabric and a heavy layer of mulch. We prefer the woven black landscape fabric, which has lasted us 20 years so far. The fabric prevents grasses from competing with the seedlings for moisture. The mulch holds moisture in the soil longer, protects the fabric from the sun, and keeps seedling roots cooler in the summer. Next, we make sure our field trees have adequate water. We use 3/4-inch black poly pipe with 1 to 3 emitters at each seedling. The poly pipe and emitters can withstand the freeze-thaw cycle and can also deliver water-soluble fertilizer directly to the root zone of each seedling. However, as your seedlings grow into trees, you will need to provide an additional water source to satisfy their increased needs. Our final trick to ensure our seedlings' survival is to protect our newly planted field trees with shade structures. If you think about it, most wild seedlings start in the shade of their mother tree. Our shade structures mimic those conditions and have increased our seedling survival rates. We use H-wire stakes for political yard signs, which are available on the internet for a reasonable unit cost. And then we cover them with spun-bonded white poly frost blanket, or you could actually use any light-colored fabric of your choice. To make these yourself, first cut your fabric blanks about 2 inches larger than the top and middle sections of the stake. Mark the top legs and horizontal wire on your fabric. Then sew 2 sleeves for the top 2 legs of the stake using your marked lines as a guide. Next, slide the top legs of the stake into the sleeves. Finally, sew the lower edges of the fabric around the center sides of the H stake. And there you have it, a new shade structure. We put these on the west side of each seedling to protect them from winter winds and hot afternoon sun. For shade-loving trees like Doug firs, we add a second shade structure on the north side of the tree. Most seedlings need the shade for 1 to 2 years. The fabric lasts for about 3 years and is easily replaced. I hope these tricks help you successfully grow windbreaks or seedling trees along Colorado's Front Range.